This is the last round but one of the ESSO Formula Ford Championship, and number one, the championship leader, Eddie Irvine, is in real trouble. He has had substantial gearbox problems this morning in practice, as a result of which he is starting 20th on the grid, in a situation where only the first 10 score points, and where his chief rival, Alain Menu, is in pole position. So Eddie Irvine has got it all to do in this 10-lap race. In pole position, the man from Switzerland, Alain Menu, 24 years old, in his Reynard Minister, and if he gets it right in this race, he could go into the last round of the championship, really challenging Irvine for the lead. 28 to start, and all the top three in practice have unofficially broken the lap record, with Alain Menu fastest at 104.5 miles an hour. Next to him, Antonio Simoes, who is the Portuguese driver. Then from Cardiff, Julian Westwood. In the second row, number 14 is Jose Cordova, and next to him, number 20, Stephen Robertson, who won this race last year. It's 10 laps, it's 29.8 miles, it is going to be fast and furious, the lights are on, and it's go! Menu has got away well. Menu is leading as he goes into the right-hander at Cox, but now Simoes, the Portuguese driver, number 3, who holds the lap record here, leads Menu round the right-hander and Cox, and mercifully, because this doesn't always happen, on the first corner in this Formula Ford race, they are all round safely. And it's still Antonio Simoes, 25 years old, who comes from Lisbon in Portugal, round the right-hander at Beckett's in the lead. And you can see them now. The question is, where is Eddie Irvine, number 1, who started 20th on the grid? Look for the very distinctive yellow and blue colour scheme, as Simoes comes down with Alain Menu, and trying to come through on the inside, and doing so is Julian Westwood. And there I just saw Eddie Irvine, as you look at number 19, David Hall from Ledbury, the farmer, going round the right-hander, and here are the leaders. This is the fastest part of the course as they come round Club Corner, up to the left-hander at Abbey, running very wide indeed, and then at Abbey, the fast left-hander at about 120 miles an hour. That's Eddie Irvine. He's got it all to do, and he is doing it, but he's got a tremendous disadvantage because the performance of these cars is very equal. Somebody going off at the new chicane, and that looks like Julian Westwood, who's lost his west nose cone. Number 6, Julian Westwood, is actually in the lead. Westwood leads. Manu is in second place. In third position, it is the Swedish driver, Henny Brack. And I'm looking down through the grid to see where Irvine is, because there he is with the yellow diagonal stripe across his number 1 car, the Works Van Diemen. Eddie Irvine, who comes from Bangor in Northern Ireland, is well down the field. He's in about 15th position. He has made up some places, but meantime it's Julian Westwood leading, and there off go 3 of them. Well, that is typical Formula 4 stuff, and it looks as though, as we go in, Jose Cordova was certainly one of them, the Brazilian driver from Curitiba. But Eddie Irvine was not, because as I look down the field, I can see that Irvine is now up into 8th position. Here he is going round the outside of Stowe Corner. So let's have a look again at what happened at Beckett's, and look for the blue car of Jose Cordova. He's coming up on the inside of Stephen Robertson, and the yellow car hits the rear of it. Robertson goes across the front of Simoes, who started second on the grid. Their race is almost over as they go over the grass and into the gravel. As the leaders go into the left-hander and now the right. This is the new chicane at Woodcote. Not really a chicane, it's more than that. And Dave Coyne is well up. Alain Manu is leading. In second position, it is Julian Westwood. In third place, it is Kenny Brack, the Swedish driver. In fourth place, it's Neil Cunningham. And off. Well, he's perfectly all right, strapped well into the car. Formula Ford, of course, is in effect a learner's formula. They have experience, a lot of them, from karts, but the driver there will be perfectly all right, strapped immovably into his car, which is resting on its near side wheels, and he's out. And he was Michel Ramirez, the Frenchman. That's a swift car. And you can see the front right wheel has seen better days, as has the suspension. And meantime, a terrific scrap now. And look at Irvine. He's in the middle of this bunch, but the first four have broken away. And if Irvine can get past number 32, Takuya Kurosawa, the Japanese driver, there's another spin in the background. Well, they're really pressing, and Irvine, you can see, has got a damaged nose cone. And here are the leaders. This is lap 5, the half-distance lap, coming up to complete it. We've had 5 laps of action. We're going to have 5 laps more of that, I am very sure. Down to Woodcote, left. Right now from here, they go up through the gears. They take that in second. Up into third, up into fourth. Kenny Brack looks as though he's going to cross the line in the lead at half distance, just ahead of Alain Manu, with Westwood in third position, with Neil Cunningham, the Australian, in fourth place. So it is now a Reynard leading. There it is, Manu. There is Brack in the green car, in a Van Diemen in second place. Out of the race goes Marco Rippetto, the Italian driver. They're getting quickly out of the car for safety reasons. Lap 6, 10-lap race. Manu leads, and Manu, I remind you, is second in the championship. He is 15 points behind Eddie Irvine, who is currently in 6th position, because in 5th place is Dave Coyne. There is the battle behind. And the first 4, as ever in this kind of racing, are getting in each other's way, but so are the second 4. And the gap is being maintained fairly consistently, as Coyne in 5th place, and in the yellow-nosed, stub nose, because it has been pushed in, Eddie Irvine's Van Diemen. Coyne runs very wide on the right-hander at Club Corner. So Coyne in 5th position, there he is. Number 1, Eddie Irvine, is in 6th position. Now in 7th position is Jonathan McGall, the 19-year-old man in the Mondial, and behind him is Pedro Chavez, the Portuguese driver. Woodcote, lap 6. Cunningham leads. Neil Cunningham in the Swift from Australia leads from Cardiff. Julian Westwood across the line. 6 laps completing. Kenny Brack from Sweden is in 3rd place, and Alain Manu has actually dropped back a bit, but he's catching him again. These cars have 1600cc Ford engines producing about 108 horsepower. They weigh 420 kilograms. They all have the same type of road Dunlop tyre, and they will do down the Hanger Straight some 130 miles an hour, 130. And this is the most popular single-seater racing formula in the history of car racing. Formula Ford. Out of Chapel, down the Hanger Straight, and off goes John Newton from Bridgend in his quest. He won't get out of that. Cunningham leads. Club Corner, up to Abbey. Is he going to break away? Is he going to break the toe between himself and Alain Manu, who has now come from 4th to 2nd? Julian Westwood 3rd, Kenny Brack in 4th position. Here's the battle for 5th. On the left, Dave Coyne. On the right, Eddie Irvine. Coyne and Irvine are having a terrific scrap, and at the present moment, Irvine is on 6 points, and Dave Coyne is on 8 points. And Irvine desperately needs to get ahead of Dave Coyne. to keep his hopes of the championship alive for the 15th round of this ESSO championship, which has yet to come. And it looks to me as though Neil Cunningham is dropping back as the leaders go over the line. Here's the battle for 5th. Coyne in the Swift. Eddie Irvine in the Van Diemen down to Cops Corner. And now it is Alain Manu back in the lead again, followed by Julian Westwood. Julian Westwood is getting better and better, race by race. In the first half of the season, he set himself the target of finishing in the first 10. He succeeded. But now he's doing better than he's ever done. He's won one race in Formula Ford, but nothing of this importance. Sponsored by a very proud father. And there's the battle for 5th again. Dave Coyne, Eddie Irvine. Behind Eddie Irvine and coming up fast is Pedro Chavez, the Portuguese driver. Then behind Chavez is Jonathan McGall. And behind Jonathan McGall, it's Takuya Kurosawa, the Japanese driver. 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th in that bunch, you name them. You confirm anything from that lot because they're changing positions all the way round, as are the leaders. Westwood is battling against Manu. Here is Coyne still holding the 5th position. And this is lap 8, 2 laps to go at the end of this fast and furious Formula Ford race as Dave Coyne takes the right-hander at club. Now up to Abbey. See, Irvine will try and get through at Woodcote. Manu leads. Brack is 2nd. Westwood is 3rd. Cunningham has disappeared. Coyne is up to 4th place. Coyne is up to 4th. Irvine is 5th. Now in 6th place is Pedro Chavez. So Cunningham, with his car misfiring badly, has dropped right back. We are on lap 9. This is the last lap but one. And if you think you've seen action, wait until the last lap. And this is the leader battle. Beckett's. From Beckett's down to Chapel, and here's the battle now for 4th, and Coyne has got it. Irvine is in 5th position, and he's fought his way up from 20th on the grid. Cunningham has gone into the pits, and the first 3 are in line abreast. And then the next 4 are almost in line abreast. Dave Coyne is still there. Eddie Irvine has still got that 5th position. Behind Irvine in 6th position, it's still Pedro Chavez from Porto. And we're about to start the last lap. Now, I have seen Dave Coyne go off on the last lap in the lead in the past. Let's hope for his sake that he doesn't do it again. He's in 4th position on the left. There, with the yellow diagonal stripe in the works Van Diemen, is Eddie Irvine. Right up alongside Coyne now. Now, this is his chance. As the leaders go into Woodcote for the last time but one, it's Kenny Brack, number 10, leading. It is Julian Westwood just in 2nd place, and Irvine is through. Now, Irvine, with a bit of luck from his point of view, is in 4th position to stay. But the first 3 are up to Cox for the last time. And it's Brack, Kenny Brack, 21 years old, loses the lead to Alain Manu, the man who broke the lap record unofficially in taking pole position for this race. But is he going to win it? To lead at this point is not necessarily the wisest thing to do. You can slipstream, but it's a 3-man battle between Brack, number 10, in the green Van Diemen, Manu then, and Westwood in 3rd position. Eddie Irvine in 4th there. Dave Coyne is in 5th position. Behind Dave Coyne in 6th place is Kawasaki, and look at the lead. This is the last lap, I remind you, and Alain Manu looks as though he is on his way to 20 invaluable World Championship points. The gap between himself and Eddie Irvine in the background there was 15 points when this race began. It's going to be much closer when the final of this ESSO Formula Ford Championship happens. But who is going to win? Manu seems to have the chance at the moment in the red Reynard. And Reynard haven't been paying all that much attention to Formula Ford 1600 this year. Brack is going to try and go through on the inside at the last corner, but Manu is there. He's taking the racing line. He's blocking the Swedish man, which he has every right to do. Westwood is still in third position. This is the last corner. Irvine is still fourth. Coyne is fifth. McGall is sixth. Manu wins. Brack is second. Westwood is third. Irvine is fourth. McGall is in fifth place, and down to sixth position goes Dave Coyne. You expect to see excitement, action and drama in Formula Ford. That is just a typical example. And in winning the race here at Silverstone this afternoon, Alain Menu, the 24-year-old man from Geneva, in his Reynard, has dramatically closed the gap for leadership in the ESSO Championship between himself and Eddie Irvine, and they will go into the last round almost equal on points, and that should be terrific.
Yes, very important win for Manu. This is how the championship stands after that 14th round. Victory for Manu. Eddie Irvine got fourth place, so the gap between the two now 5 points.